Things do not need to be perfect. What is perfect? Perfect isn't a thing, really. When we're making things, things are either done or not done based on a time value assessment, I guess. At some point, we just have to stop working on things. It's just the way it is. In the pandemic, when I was super bored, I remember setting myself a little project every day where I would do something creative. It might be a drawing or make a little song or something like that. And I told myself to just work on it on that day, 9 to 5 roughly. And at the end of the day, it was done or it wasn't. But either way, it was done. Perfect's not a thing. Creative things are in a perpetual state of being worked on, iterated on, and changed. Life is change, and we need to embrace that. Having said that, I'm a massive hypocrite. I am the worst for not doing things because I want things to be perfect in order to then do the thing. For me with videos, it's like I want to get a script done, I need to get the project done, every stage of the project filmed, and it's too much to think about. And sometimes you just need to do the thing and stop thinking about doing the thing. It's good to prepare to some degree, depending on the project. For me, I get paralyzed quite easily by not having the initial start or the process perfect in order to complete the thing, which is one of the major paralyzing roadblocks for video making generally. I've been wanting to make videos for a while, and I will say that just generally not having things set up the way I like has stopped me from making things. So, like my camera, which I'll get to in a minute, because of, Trent, who's a very inspiring person, because of his new vlog format, it made me realise that if I want to make things, maybe that's the right format to use. Because at the end of the vlog, I don't need to have that finished massive bit of terrain. I don't have to have that finished sculpt or whatever. It's low pressure. And it gets me making, gets me motivated. So here I am, filming a video with no real purpose other than just to talk about what I'm doing today. Remember these little guys? Last month I was working on a new variation of these guys. These are Hooble Goobles, which is just my silly way of saying hobgoblin. Should I just change their name to hobgoblin? I feel like I should. Maybe they'd do better if I just call them hobgoblins. Anyway, they're my own furry little guys, and I've been working on another one, so I thought I would show you. Here you go. Here's another silly little guy. He's on stilts. This is obviously unfinished. This is another thing that I don't really like doing, is showing the work in progress stuff. I kind of hate showing unfinished renders because they just look like trash generally, but maybe you guys want to see the work in progress stuff. But here you go, here's a hairy little guy on stilts. There's more to it than that. The stilts have a purpose. It's unfinished, clearly. What do you think about the fact that I've added ears? Because the hairless underground guy didn't have, well, he does have ears rather. These guys never had ears, but now I've exposed them. Do you think that works? I don't know, let me know. It's a bit of a retcon because none of the other ones have ears, but don't worry, he's still got his little exposed butt. By the way, this is Nomad Sculpt. You've probably seen other people use it. It's a great piece of software. It's only like 20 quid, no subscription, which is crazy, and it's excellent. If you are curious about the matte cap, which is essentially the material this is using, there are a small amount of matte caps built in. It's really easy just to make your own. So this is essentially the exact same material I use in the renders I put on Instagram and other social media. So I've just brought it over onto here. Really easy to make. If you want to know how to make that, maybe I'll tell you in the next vlog. So staying kind of on topic of, you know, not waiting for the perfect set of circumstances to complete a thing. That model came from my head to the screen via drawing, but not like some professional concept drawing made by an amazing artist. Just like little crappy sketches. I can draw, by the way. I just choose not to. No, I can draw. It's just sometimes, though, I just do really terrible little sketches. And because I just don't like spending too much time on that process, I'd rather just get making the thing. So don't let that be a roadblock either. If you think, like, I'm rubbish at drawing or whatever, and for some reason that's preventing you from... for a start, it shouldn't prevent you from drawing. Just draw for the love of drawing. At some point I do want to draw all the guys I've made, make a little art book or something. Anyway, the point is, things don't have to be perfect because they're never going to be perfect. So just make the thing. If you've not seen him, there is the underground Hooble Gooble, who's basically the same but without fur, and yeah, he's got little ears. It's more than okay that things aren't perfect. So now I want to just mention the camera. This is something which has paralysed me for quite a while because I want to make films, and well, I do make films, just not very often. So the other specific roadblock I have is equipment not being set up the way I want it to be set up, and this camera is a perfect example of that. So in a minute I'm going to switch to my phone and show you my camera rig. Here is my camera in a cage, and it looks like a total mess at the minute, but I've been too hung up on getting all these components printed and done, so it looks really, really nice. And today I was like, you know what, it doesn't matter, let's just strap these onto here. So this is part of the cage. There's another bit I'm designing down here with a second battery. Got these shoe mounts for all the wireless mics and receivers, and it'll look very, very smart and neat and tidy. I'm going to finish the rest of this video on my phone to prove a point that you don't need the best equipment, you don't need the best setup, the perfect situation, circumstances, in order to just create and make things. So even if you've just got your phone, you want to make videos, you can use your phone. It's fine. You don't need to spend your money on stuff like that. I really want to shout people out on these little videos, people that are inspiring, make really cool things. And for this one, I think because Trent's format, vlog format, is essentially what made me realize that that's what I should be doing right now in order to get my enthusiasm back and to just make things again. He's going to be the first shout out. And so go check out his main channel, go check out his vlogging channel. Maybe I'll do this again in a few months, who knows. I do actually want to shout out some other people. I do have a Patreon, which is £2 a month or $2.50. It's a new tier, a new price I've set, cheaper than the last one, just because I want things to be a bit more affordable for people. That £2 helps support me to make all the digital stuff, which I will share with you as well. There's no like set release like other people do anymore. I just make things as and when, and I will release them when they're finished. But I'm also doing hand sculpted stuff, and that basically helps support me to make those things as well. I really want to get some stuff cast. One of my things is getting cast, which is really cool. I'll talk about that next time. But my current patrons, I just wanted to shout them out. So I will redact surnames for now, just in case they don't want that. Stephen, Charlie, Gengar, Smythe, 313, Mark Lee, and Elliot. They're all paid patrons. Thank you very much for supporting me. I think most of those people have been there since the beginning, or near enough. There's loads of other free members as well. Thank you, everyone. Go there if you fancy supporting me. And then go check out Trent's channel. All right, bye.